Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, guys. Celtic Warband here, and thanks for tuning in to the first upload in a new campaign series on the channel today. This is, of course, on the new Three Kingdoms Total War game that came out a few days ago, and it was very, very close for the poll results. I believe 42% said Huang Shao for the Yellow Turban Rebellion, and 40% said Cao Cao. So it was very close, but for those of you guys that voted for Cao Cao, unfortunately by 2% the Yellow Rebellion did win. So let's jump into a new campaign series here, and the Yellow Turbans, they are a day one DLC faction, so for those of you guys that have pre-ordered the game, you should have these three warlords available to play from the get-go. Now, looking at Huang Shao, the wielder of the Heavenly Way, his starting position is very hard, so that is a little concerning for me, considering the fact that I haven't played a campaign series at all. If we go back to, I believe, the Coalition, Cao Cao is actually easy and recommended for first-time play, so what I've decided to make it a little more fair for the people who did vote for Cao Cao, if I do play the Yellow Turbans and I get absolutely wrecked, the next campaign series will be on Cao Cao itself. But for now, we're going to try and bring Huang Shao to new heights and hopefully be able to defeat his adversaries, and there are quite a few. So let's go ahead and click on him.
Meditate on peace. Prepare for war.
For Huang Shao, there can be no compromising his beliefs. There is only the way of the yellow sky. All those opposed will be rent asunder.
Alright, so yes, if we look at Huang Shao, or Huang Chao, I believe is how she pronounced it, the wielder of the Heavenly Way, his character specialization is a scholar, so he excels at engaging enemy generals and highly skilled foes, but is easily overwhelmed. And we've got plus 4k population growth, plus 10 melee evasion for melee infantry. And if we look at the faction specializations, we've got the Dominion of Huang Chao, increases character experience and research rate, and we've also got some unique features here. We have gardens, which increase our research rate and satisfaction. We have the Seek Talented Individuals learning assignment, which increases the chance of finding exceptional characters, and we've actually got an archer unit, the Archery Masters, that are unlocked from the get-go as well. And we also have a Virtuous Outrider, or a Champion, Pei Huan Chao, and hopefully we will be able to utilize him as well. You can see where our starting position is. We are surrounded by quite a few enemies, so it is going to be a challenge right from the start. But if we take a look at the options, because this is such a hard campaign, I'm going to keep it on normal difficulty, and then once we've run through this campaign, I can bump it up to hard or very hard at that point. We'll keep the advisor help off for now. If I need some help later on, I'll switch it on. Limited for the AI moves, no battle time limit, and default for time of day. And romance versus the records, we were talking about this in the live stream, and I think a lot of you guys are more interested in seeing the record side of things. The romance is, it's kind of a blown up picture of the Three Kingdoms era, so you can see that the generals have like larger than life abilities, and they're able to kind of 1v armies, basically. Like, the duels are really cinematic and whatnot, but we're gonna go for the records version here. So basically, generals ride into battle regularly, accompanied by a unit of bodyguards, and focuses on army level tactics and maneuvers where calculated action rather than heroic abandon will win the day. So very, very important to think about the moves that you make ahead of time. And also, unit fatigue is very important, so I do have it set to walk my units from the get-go, and then we can run them if we need to, but we probably shouldn't utilize that unless it's absolutely necessary. So we'll select the records version, and I think that is just about everything, so let's go ahead and start the campaign.
Embers rise, stark against the night. The tyrant Dong Zhuo wields the flames of destruction. Luoyang burns, chaos ignites, as the power of the eunuchs is crushed. In the pyre, the hand falters. As the old ways, the corrupt ways, die. A new flag is raised. Huang Shao can wait no longer. The people must be led to a new future.
Alright guys, welcome to the campaign map, and we have the Establish Your Power screen here. Huang Shao. It is clear that the Han have lost the mandate of heaven. Civil war, corruption, and tyranny plague a once proud empire. We must seek to be the salve of the people's woes, and must be prepared to fight if we wish for peace. Start in the southeast, taking valuable territory to use as a base. Then, when you are ready, march to reclaim the mandate and lead China back to peace. So we've got, I guess this is a mission here. We have a mission issued. Huang Shao destroys the forces of the old ways. My lord, enemy forces are encroaching on our lands from all sides. The situation is dire, and the flame of our rebellion is all but extinguished. That's comforting. You must consolidate your forces and fight only the battles you must. Interesting. Reward, we get an ancillary gained. The Kindred Juan of Huang Shao. Again, guys, I'm probably going to slaughter these names, but if you leave phonetic pronunciations in the comments below, I will take those and try and pronounce them as close to correctly as possible. And it looks like we will gain some bonus experience there as far as that ancillary. -9 expertise, +15 instinct. And we have another mission issued. Through study and reform, greater heights are reached. Without the eternal reason, we are powerless. Study the 3 books, for the wisdom contained therein will strengthen us and could help turn the tide of this conflict. So we'll get the Book of Heaven for Huang Shao. +10 expertise, +10 cunning, +8 satisfaction, +10% character expertise, +5% income from all sources, and -10 corruption. So that actually seems very decent. Very good. So first looks, campaign map is very, very nice, I would say. I can see that there's a bunch of other warlords surrounding me here. I believe that these are my 2 territories. And what is... So this is Huang Shao here, and I'm assuming that we could go and destroy this army. Oh, we actually have this settlement up here as well. Okay. And we have another army here. I believe this is my champion, Huang Shao. So we've got a small city here, we have a town, and we have some farmland. So let's take a look at what they actually offer here. So we've got building upgrades available here. So if we click on the farm itself, you can see that we can upgrade this. So how much would it cost? 2,650. That would be almost all of our money, but we are making a decent amount per turn. And this is really nice how it actually breaks it down into different sections. So we got 2K from our family estates and 300 in tax. We're spending 1.1 in our army upkeep and -40 for building upkeep. Interesting. We've got the harvest here. Food. So production, we've got farming and fishing, and then food distribution is -2, I'm assuming, for the army. And this is a resources screen. Very interesting. And then what do we got here? So we've got the court. So I'm assuming that I will be able to assign people into these slots as they become available, which is very interesting. So how do I get... Oh, close. I was like, how do I get out of this screen? And then we have diplomacy here. So let's take a look at the faction list. So we can sort by attitude, we can sort by deal, and sort by name. So let's see who likes us the most. So we do have the other Yellow Turban Rebellion lords. So where is he? Oh, so he... Is this him? No. I don't actually see him on the map, so maybe we haven't discovered where he is yet. But here we go, we can see best friends, very friendly, friendly. So I'm assuming they're very friendly. Okay, so let's see if we can negotiate with Hey Yi.
Welcome, friend.
So let's trade. Offer food, trade duration, make regular payments. Trade agreement. For this to be a viable term, both factions must have a free trade route and also share a border between your territory and theirs. I see. Does this mean we have military access, but we're not military allies with them?
Greetings. Well met.
See, so I can't actually do that, unfortunately. We can trade ancillaries, though, which is very interesting. Okay. Huang Shao. Okay, let me take a look at the map and see where people actually are. So who do we have here? So here's Huang Shao down here. Then we have the Han Empire. Han Empire. The Liu Dai. Han Empire. We've got the Imperial City here. Temple. So these guys are very unfriendly. Oh, so here's another Yellow Turban rebellion.
Welcome.
Can we do anything with him? I guess not. Okay. And it looks like we have some enemies up here as well. Who are we actually at war with right from the get-go? I'm at war with Liu Bei. Obviously the Han Empire. And I'm at war with these guys too? Really? Interesting. Oh, so here it actually shows me at the bottom. I see. So allies, vassals, trade partners, and wars. Okay. So let's see if we can negotiate some pieces with them. He's way down there.
Talk.
Yeah, he will not take peace.
Do we have to?
Nope. What about Huang Shao?
Not you again.
No, they still won't take us. Okay, so it looks like we're not really going to be able to get peace with anyone, which I guess makes sense since we're technically a rebellion. So let's take a look at the reforms here. So we've already got this Archer's Discipline, which unlocks the unit. Was this the Archery Masters, I believe? Yes. So we can go for this next. Encourage Militias. So plus 10 Enlightenment, and unlocks the Light Sword Infantry and the Militia Virtue. So we could go for that. Heavenly Reason, which gives us satisfaction. Character experience. Construction costs. That would be pretty solid. That one unlocks some other Yellow Turban units. Campaign movement range would be very good. Yeah, maybe campaign movement range. So let's research this. It'll take 4 turns. So that should be selected. And, of course, our treasury as well, which we've seen. Probably could bump up the tax... Oh, no, it's actually locked, so we can't do that. Fair enough. All right, so let's take a look at our settlements here. So here's the small city. Can't upgrade it to a larger city just yet. We have insufficient funds. We've got a building upgrade available, so we could upgrade the pier, which would give us 1 more food and a bit more money. Can upgrade this. 300 income from 200. That's pretty solid. And there's other things that we can slot in here as well. So this... So we got economic buildings here. Learning and market buildings, agricultural buildings, military buildings, and government buildings. So we got plus 5% to research rate. Satisfaction. What is our satisfaction here right now? So you can see it's very detailed here. So we've got the population here. So peasantry income bonus, which is nice. So there's 200,000 people in this settlement. And it's plus 4k per turn with an 800k max. Wow, that's very large. And then we've got a good amount of food. Good amount of public order. So plus 5. And the income. So we don't really need a public order building then. Plus 10 replenishment would be good if we got the forges, or the blacksmith. I believe we already do have a port. We shouldn't need any farming buildings because we already have the port, which we could upgrade. So I'm thinking maybe something for the military building here. So maybe the blacksmith would be good. If we double click on it, we can actually see what it goes up to in the next one. So we get extra military supplies, more income from industry, and more replenishment. I think that is the maximum. Meanwhile, this garrison building can actually get quite a bit bigger. Maybe it would be good to get this in due to the fact that this is our main settlement. And it is a very hard campaign, so we may be fighting quite a few defensive battles here. But right now, let's upgrade this first off. Can close this because that's a good thing to get. If we look at our town over here, so this town has 300,000 really, but it's already at max, so we might actually be able to upgrade this. So let's go ahead and upgrade that. And I think we spent all of our money, so we could defeat this force here from the Han Empire. Do we have any other enemies anywhere? Does this show if we have a garrison already, I wonder? Or can they just take this right away? Oh yes, it does have a garrison. So what do we have? Got some Yellow Turban warriors and some archers. What about this farmland? Do we have anything? So we have a little farmland over here. It does have a garrison, which is good. But we probably should push and take out some of these other settlements close by. This is Yellow Turban Rebellion, which is very friendly as well. So if we push up here, we should be able to actually get some trade. So yeah, let's go ahead and clear this out first. And since this is the first one, let's just do a battle here. So it's 794 to 549. High casualties for them, low casualties for us. Let's go ahead and jump into the battle. Alright guys, welcome to the battlefield, and one thing I do have to say about Three Kingdoms is the maps for the battles are absolutely gorgeous. Look at the maps. Like, if you zoom into these trees here, like, I can't do it. Oh yeah, over here, like, look how detailed this is. And the backdrops and the scenery, absolutely amazing. As well as the units, too, with the banners and flags. Really, really nicely done. Very, very nice. So you can see I don't have too many units here. I've only got a spear unit in the front line. It's a militia virtue, and they've actually only got staffs for fighting with. But they're going to hold the line so that my archery masters can get do most of the damage, basically. They can get the kills. And then on either flank, I've got a unit of the Yellow Turban warriors, which is going to be probably our staple melee infantry. And then I've got my general's bodyguard, which is Huang Shao. And I'm assuming he is actually in the center. Yes, there he is. But I do hear the archers firing down, so it looks like they are actually moving forwards towards us. And I believe this is the Han Empire. So we're getting some nice shots on the axe band as they move forwards. Let me know for later episodes if you guys would like me to turn the arrow trails off. I wasn't sure if you would want it to be more cinematic, or would you like to actually see where I'm firing and which units I am firing at. But yeah, they've completely broken, which is good. So the archers, yeah, let's focus on this axe band here. Now, I have noticed in Three Kingdoms they might need to do a bit of a patch for the performance, because the performance is a little bit lacking. I find that, especially in small battles like this, there should be no reason for lag, but it does still stutter a bit. So they may just have to do a little bit of a patch. I know it is using the same engine as Warhammer, I believe, and Warhammer 2 large battles run just fine. So it's probably just because the game is still so new, they need to do a little bit of patching on the performance. But here we go. We've got the Axe Warriors fighting our Yellow Turban Rebellion Warriors. We're going to rip down this corrupt empire of the Han Dynasty, and we are going to see a new China restored. Charging into the back of the general there as well. Now, I'm not sure if that unit is going to come back. It looks like it has, so let's actually swing over here, and then we'll fire down on it again. But if we take a look at this, already 190 kills for this archer unit. Taking a look at this, we've got 4 kills here. Huang Shao has 14. The Spears have 9. Over here we have 19 versus 28, so it looks like the Axe Band is actually doing a bit of a better job. There we go. Fire up and over. Yeah, nice volley from the archery masters. Huge hits into the light axe band. They basically don't have any... I'm assuming they don't have any missile block. But very expansive here, as you can see as well. So we've got hit points, melee attack, range, armor-piercing damage. They obviously don't have shields. They don't have that. Ranged attack, 28. Range damage, armor piercing is 12, ammunition 31. But very, very expansive here as well. So I am very impressed to see that everything is broken down and explains pretty much everything about the game right off the get-go. So you have like the easy version here where you've got like the most important things, and then you could really start to micro your units and see exactly what situations they would be best in and what situations they may not excel in. But yeah, that unit is absolutely destroyed, which is excellent. So I'm just going to push the rest of my units in behind here. Don't know if that general was killed or not. I didn't get a notification for it. But yeah, we're walking out of this with very little casualties. Oh, there he is, actually. Let's try and fire down on him here. See if we can kill the enemy general of the Han Dynasty. Assuming it's the one in the purple cape at the front there. Accuracy is a little bit lacking in these archers. Actually, maybe I could get Huang Shao to maybe chase after them. But I think we have done enough damage to them that they just will not be able to retreat from this. And you can see, too, we still have 712 soldiers. We've got 5 units in total. We do have the extreme unit size selected as well, so maximum 240 for the unit sizes. Let's go ahead and fast forward here, see if we can catch him. Might be able to bring him down a little bit further. I don't know in this game if we have to kill the enemy general to win the day. Come on, get him. Oh, he just escaped. Let's claim victory. And there we go, a decisive victory, and the first victory for the Yellow Turban Rebellion.
We won with integrity. Now let us celebrate with abandon.
So there we go, we captured some troops. We could get some extra income, see supplies, or get the replenishment. I'm going to get the replenishment to make sure that we are up to scratch.
Cleave with sword. Victory.
And there we go. Submission success, ancillary gained, and bonus experience. Excellent. Mission issued. Huang Shao finds those whose vision aligns with the cause. The people are eager to rise up and fight for our cause. We should organize them under a captain and have them join our army. So maintain a total of 1 units of the following type. Yellow Turban Spearman Captain. And we'll get 1,000 to our treasury. And a challenge issued seeks to enlighten more of the cause. Wresting control of a heavily guarded settlement from the tyrannical warlords will be difficult. Look for opportunities for expansion elsewhere. Liberating a village from chaos and oppression is the best way to further our cause. Settlements sympathetic to the Yellow Turban cause also can be annexed, bringing their resources and benefits under our controls. So capture any settlement for an extra 2,000. So this is a large town here. We've got a small town here and a city here. We do have some farmland, which we might be able to grab. Now, is this in the same territory as this? It is not. I don't know what kind of garrison this town will have. But what about up here? We also have a town up here, so we might actually push with Huang Shao up to this town. We don't have enough money to recruit this turn.
Without rest, intent is blunted.
Yeah, I'll be able to recruit units next turn, looks like. So I don't think he leveled up. Let's force march into the settlement. Very good. So we've got our missions issued here, which I think we already saw. Yeah, capture any settlement. Yellow Turban Spearman Captain. I'll have to recruit them next turn. Oh, he was killed in battle. Excellent. Mission success. So he gained the ancillary. And we already saw those as well. Excellent. Now we do have this other force down here, which I'm kind of unsure what to do about yet. Am I at war with these guys? The Louis Day. Where's diplomacy? Is it up here? Yeah. So am I at war with these guys?
Our patience is thin.
Yeah, they won't take peace, unfortunately. So maybe it'd be good to hit them. Does it show anywhere how many settlements they have, I wonder? Strength compared to yours is inferior. Okay. Yeah, they're stronger than us. Huang Shao, similar strength to us. Okay, so if we come out of here.
Serve integrity. Marching.
Let's see if we can actually hit this farmland in a few turns. If we have to, we can always pull back if I see Huang Shao is going to bring any forces forwards to take the farms. But we will try and recruit some units next turn, and I think we have done everything. So let's go ahead and end our first turn. Oh, did I not select this, I thought? Should give us campaign movement range. Right? Or am I doing this wrong? Oh, I actually have to click a research. I see. Aha. And now we can end the turn. So it is a pretty expansive campaign, I would say. There is a lot to learn from this, so that's why I may seem to be going overly slow with this. But A, I am learning this myself for the first time, and B, I kind of want you guys to be able to see how everything works and what everything does. Too many times YouTubers will just blitz through campaigns without actually explaining what things do, and it makes it very hard for you to enjoy it on your own time as well. So let's move right to the border if we can. So, oh, hang on. Didn't mean to do that. Just want to see what he has here. So does this farmland have a garrison? I'm assuming that it would. Wow, that's a pretty solid garrison, actually.
Honor your ideals.
I won't be able to encamp, unfortunately. I do want to come up here and take this town. He has a couple up here, which would be good to have. We've also got Louis Bay over here, who has an iron mine.
Summon the merchants.
So let's take a look. So if we can recruit some units here. So is this the champion that they wanted me to recruit here? It's going to cost me 210 per turn. And it'll actually cause a negative satisfaction. Oh, here we go. This is the captain. I see. So we could get like a full army, basically. Spears, swords, and what are these? Light swords. That is a lot of archers. But that might actually be pretty useful for us, and then I can just actually recruit some more spears to hold the line. 720. It would take most of our money, though, is the only thing. Maybe we should just go for the cheaper option. Oh, or maybe we can't do this at all? Oh, we actually don't even have enough money. I see, I see. Well, let's grab another spear. Let's actually grab... Let's grab 2 spears. So we'll have 3 total, and then we'll have a Yellow Turban warrior sword unit on either side. So that's good there. And then down here, got some reclaimers, some spears, and what are these archers? Men of the Forest. Oh yeah, they're better than the Yellow Turban archers, but they're pretty expensive. So maybe a couple of swords. And it will actually show us what our income change is at that point. Could I afford any cavalry? No, they are... Wow, they're pretty expensive. It would be good for running down units, though, definitely.
A land without people is bereft of spirit.
What does this guy have? He's got 2 axes and 2 archers.
Cultivate patience.
Alright. Think that should be good. How is our building coming along? So we did upgrade this, I believe, to a small city. Or no, I was upgrading this. My apologies. So we've got 3 more turns for that. The town we were upgrading. In 1 more turn, that should be finished. Give us some more income as well, which is nice. And we could actually upgrade that for a bit more money, but we should probably get in something that gives us more money than that. It's like the public workshop here. 500 income, which is good. Or the artisan. Unlocks a resource. Or labor housing. Gives us population growth. Commerce and industry. Yeah, so it's going to take a little bit of time to kind of realize what everything does here and what's going to be the best for your settlements. They do have a trade port here. I'm surprised that we can't actually trade with anyone, which is very interesting. Low satisfaction. So why is that? Lack of purpose. Desires higher court position. Well, there's We're not able to actually... We're not actually able to give him a court position right now, unfortunately. So he's here. So he's not in an army then. He's a character. Yeah, so I guess there's not much we can do about that, unfortunately. I'm surprised that we can't trade with these guys, since they're like literally right next to us.
Talk.
So when you click on someone, interestingly enough, it actually shows them how everyone else feels about them. So that was a little bit confusing at first. Because only 3 people like us right now. Dong Zhao actually doesn't mind us too much.
Let order guide our talks.
He still won't take it, though. Unfortunately. Which is fine. So I think all we can do is end the turn. We've got like a site here, a notable site. Mount Tai. Since ancient times, emperors have worshipped heaven and earth here. Interesting. Alright. Good, so nothing has happened at this point, which is excellent. Let's see.
I cannot.
What's the town's sphere of influence here? Can we actually raid, I wonder? Can ambush. But I'm just going to need more funds to be able to do anything there. Let's move him down.
Warriors, attend.
Is there anything here?
Do we have to?
I keep double clicking because I want to see what's here, but so what is this? The town. That garrison does not look that scary, so let's push in. Oh, we can't do it just yet. That sucks. Next turn we should be able to, and we'll probably end with that first siege battle there. So can we get anything here? How are they looking? So now this is a large town, which is good. Maximum 400k. So we should be able to upgrade that eventually. But there really isn't any need until it actually gets to the population max, which is interesting. So let's see. Oh, actually, we don't have too much money. Is there anything that would offer us more money? Public order is 16, but they don't have any food here. So what is this? The wine vendor. 10 public order, income, and satisfaction. Faction-wide. Wow, so I wonder if that is actually like a trade resource. It must be. Okay, so what do we want here? Something that would give us money. Because it looks like this is just a 3 slots so far. So maybe farming would be good? It doesn't actually offer any food, so we're probably going to have to do the farming itself. Which would give food and income and reserves. So yeah, let's go for the farms. 500. It's a cheap option.
For the people.
And we actually can't get any more units here. This is the most. Could only recruit another general. I think this guy's the guy that's complaining. Is that the character? Oh, we actually have 2 rebel officers. So this guy, basically, he has a lack of purpose. So if we hired him into an army, he might actually feel better about it. So we will have 1,000 next turn. We'll hit our income just a little bit. And that will give us 2 extra units. I really want to get one of these Yellow Turban captains, though, because that will definitely help our income. But nothing we can do about it this turn. Looking at the reforms. 2 more turns until we get extra movement range for our generals. The movement range is quite poor, but I can kind of understand that there's no way that he would be able to make it all the way down to here in like one go. So, I mean, restricted movement range isn't necessarily too bad of a thing. And what's this? You could see that there's actually, like, people coming into his army? Is that, like, military supplies, maybe? I can encamp, which will give us some more supplies. And keep it positive here. Ancillary gained, Iron Archer, Expertise and Satisfaction. How do I actually apply these ancillaries, I wonder? So are these the ancillaries here, maybe? We do have a follower. Ah, yes. So let's see. Instinct, Melee Evasion, Own Retinue. And we have accessories, so Satisfaction... Satisfaction and Authority. Expertise and Satisfaction. Oh, and you can actually see the quality of them as well, which is interesting. Aha. So with that in mind, let me take a look at Huang Shao really quickly.
My blade is poised.
Let's make sure he has everything he needs. So what does he have? So he's already got that.
Their crowds are small, but the people here are numerous enough.
So that is much better. So let's equip that for him. Wow, this is actually amazing how you can actually give him different weapons and whatnot. Looking at the armor, there's only 1. Mounts is 1. Followers, so let's give him the 1 follower. And then the accessories here. Let's give him this. And down here...
Frustration.
That's already taken. Jing Bing has this, but he's not even in our army yet. That might give him extra satisfaction. So actually, if we go to his details here, will this give him more satisfaction? It does. Okay, I see. So that's kind of how you maybe balance it. Interesting, interesting. Good, so that's good to know. So you can actually use followers and the ancillaries to keep your characters in line. Excellent.
Fire burns brightly and indiscriminately. But no flame can last forever. Starved of air, it chokes, it splutters, and is then extinguished.
Uh-oh, Dong Zhou.
The tyrant is dead.
Assassinated,
Yet
I believe.
in the ashen darkness, the avaricious prowl.
Okay. So the tyrant is dead.
No.
Faction secession, Dong Zhuo is defeated by Dong Min. New blood comes to lead another faction carrying their hopes, dreams, and ideas. So where is he? He is way in the south. Fair enough. How is our income looking? It's decent, and I think we should finish with this battle here, but let me just make sure I can't upgrade anything else yet. So one more turn until that is done. And all of this is locked until we upgrade the settlement further, which is fine. So what I might actually have to do is recruit the captain into this army so that we'll have any chance of taking out this faction here. So what I'm thinking is, I mean, the archer spam would definitely be useful, but I just feel like we don't have enough infantry, so maybe this peasant spam? Or maybe the middle of the road one? The archers are really overpowered. They definitely do a lot of work. So let me know in the comments down below if you think I should grab this, because if you look at what he has, I mean, his units are pretty garbage, so I'm not really concerned about that. But if we look at his garrison, yeah, his garrison is pretty beefy. He does have 4 units of archers here, plus that is 6. But I mean, it's just militia units, but even still, this is a much larger force than what we have. So maybe I should just save the money for that and then grab the captain, and then I might be able to just disband it later on. How is he looking? It's still 19, so he is decreasing. This guy is kind of half and half. Huang Shao is actually only 29. But he doesn't have any negatives, which is good. Like, is there anything that I can do with these guys? Like, I don't know. To make them happier. Because it looks like the court hasn't unlocked yet. See, I've got to, like, research these. No candidates, so... Anyways, let's go ahead and jump into this town battle here. Should be pretty easy. So, medium casualties predicted for us. We have 1,000 men. They have 960. Did we take some attrition there? Oh, maybe we took some attrition in the winter. Huh. But, I mean, is there any way to look at his force? I didn't actually see what they had. 6 turns until surrender, 1 turn until supplies deplete. Oh, his is actually in the bottom right-hand corner. No, I think we should be fine. We don't have many archers to run down their units, but they don't have any cavalry, so I'll be using Huang Shao for that. So I'll see you guys on the battlefield. Alright guys, the glorious army of Huang Shao, well, glorious, I should say glorious for turn 1, has arrived at this town, and we are going to take it, and hopefully not take too many casualties. This is a pretty solid unit here, Halberd Militia. They've got their archers in behind here, got some more Halberd Militia over here, and some archers way back here. I might be able to flank around with Huang Shao, but I'm kind of wary of these towers. And they've got some pretty nasty range on it. So we'll have to see how that goes. But let's go ahead and slide this forwards. Let's move all of them forwards, bar the archers. We'll just get them into range itself. And yeah, we should be walking, which is good. Actually, to be honest, I probably should run my units just to get them into melee.
Archers ready!
And my archers, yeah, they are running as well, which is excellent. But yeah, these towers might cause quite a bit of damage to me, which is not what I'm looking forward to. Let's go with Huang Shao, and let's try and flank around here, because they do have the Halberd Militia here, but it looks like they've got nothing guarding here, so I might be able to get in behind and slam into these archers. Might be a solid shout. But yeah, my dead just litter the field here. It's pretty disgusting.
Our success looms large.
Does it, though? I don't know about that. I mean, we're taking down the Halberd Militia pretty quickly, which is good. He is walking. Come on, Huang Shao. Let's get around these units. They are pulling back their halberd militia, which is interesting. My spears have broken. Let's send these in to attack them. Come on, guys. Push in, push in. And they're withdrawing their archers from the barricade, which is good. Yeah, we are going to take quite a few casualties here, guys. Yeah, the other spears have broken completely. These spears are not running. Let's get them into the battle. Archers, keep focusing those halberd militia down. Try and ignore them. And Huang Shao, get over here. Slay them. Keep after those archers. Spears can actually hit the halberd militia. A lot of flames rising in the city. Oh my goodness, he's actually getting destroyed by these towers. That's not good. So, okay. Good to know that we aren't able just to sneak around the flank like that. Yeah, these towers are really giving us a problem. And Huang Shao over here is routing. Okay. Not a good start. Okay, good. Let's get over to these archers here. Let's ignore them. Let's use these archers to go after these archers. Yeah, immediately as I turn around, they just fire on us. Dang. That is not good. It still says it's in our favor, but I just don't know about that. These halberd militia could still return. Yeah, let's get our archers into the settlement here. And we need to run these guys into this choke point. So I hope that Huang Shao did survive that battle. That was a disaster. Yes, he did. Excellent. So yeah, arrow towers might be a bit OP. Just a bit.
Look, the enemy run.
Oh, we got a victory. Excellent. So it must have been the army losses that shattered it, but whew, that was close. A Pyrrhic victory. Thank goodness I didn't lose my main general in turn 1.
Picture victory, and it will be yours.
And there we go. So let's take a look. We could occupy it, which would give us some income and faction support. This would really affect the population. Settlement level would be reduced. I think we just go for occupying it right now. It's 207,000 population, which is pretty decent. And we will get some faction support, which is nice. But yeah, I've lost over half my army, which is pretty bad.
It is ours by right.
And there we go. We got an extra 2,000 treasury as well to add. And we have a new challenge issued. The Yellow Turbans raise buildings to the heavens, to the yellow sky. We should consolidate our hold on our territories and rebuild their infrastructures to better serve the people. If you order the workers to erect new buildings, our settlements will endure. So construct or upgrade a building, which I wonder if that would count. We'll see if that counts in the next turn.
My aim is precise.
But I don't think I lost any units. Oh, it'll actually return in 2 turns. Interesting. Okay.
Deflect with shield. Prepare my chambers.
So what do we have here? We have the, I believe, the farms, which is good. And then what is this? Refugee shelters, which just gives us a lot of population growth and food production. So that could actually balance itself quite nicely. And we could upgrade this town as well. What's the maximum here? Maximum is 300k, so we don't need to do that just yet. Very good. And our garrison will actually be better than theirs, which is nice. Very good to see. So we occupied that. Mission success. Faction developments. Oh, right, so they have a new capital. I'm assuming they have a livestock farm there. I'm not sure if they have any other territory, but we could maybe see if they want peace. Although this is part of our territory, so I think we should push on that next. Probably would be a good idea.
I shall not waver.
And we got a feather fan satisfaction and 3 morale for militia units. So I wonder if that would be good to give to him. Yeah, let's give it to him. And the rebel officer here, who had +4 satisfaction, let's give him the +6 satisfaction, which will make him a little bit happier. Very good.
Reject corruption.
Could recruit him into an army too, since he's an active general of ours, but I really want to do this to get the extra money. So let me know what you guys think I should do down below, or maybe I should just hold from down here and then just push north with Huang Shao and take out all of our enemies in the north. We'll swoop around, maybe get rid of Li Bei over here. And we've got Tao Chuan, or Quinn. Let's get rid of those enemies, and then we kind of have secured our north, because we also have some other Yellow Turban buddies over here that may actually want to trade with us now, if we take a look at it. These guys.
Good to see you.
No, we can't trade with them yet. Wonder if these guys would want peace.
Yes. Talk.
No, they're still not willing anyways, so that's fine. We'll just take out some of their territories. Hopefully they will capitulate shortly. But that is it for the first episode in the Yellow Turban Rebellion campaign, guys. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's episode. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this in the future. And I will see you in the next one.